This is exciting, and we're so glad to have you here. It'll be just a minute, and think about this. Think about this. This could be what the future looks like. The future is unveiling right before our eyes, and seeing what comes forth from Terra is going to be absolutely world changing. You just never know what is going to come out of this room. You never know who is in this room. You never know how that is going to unfold and create world changing solutions. And so we are so glad to have you. Thank you. And we cannot wait to get started in just a moment. So stay tuned. We're going to be launching off. We just have a landslide of incredible people that are changing the world in this room. You know, it is a remarkable thing that we can bring together some of the smartest minds on earth to be in this place. So thank you for jumping on in, and I'll get started in just a moment. I have to say, I don't know why they chose me to be in this room of brilliant people, but man, it is an honor. And my name is Jeremy Wagner, and I actually make businesses famous on social media and all across the internet. And so I'll go ahead and put my info in the chat if you ever want to learn how to make your business famous. But we're here to talk about the world-changing innovators. And here to kick it all off, we have our incredible co-host, Carol Chen. Carol, welcome. We're so glad to have you. And what you are doing is absolutely changing the startup realm. We are so thankful to have you. Carol, I'll hand it off to you. Carol of Startup Link X.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I believe the audience can totally see why you are the chosen one, actually. Okay, good evening or afternoon or morning, everyone, and welcome. It's really great to see so many founders and builders here today working on energy and climate, which honestly couldn't be more important right now. I'm Carol, founder and CEO of Startup Links. For those of you who don't know us yet, Startup Links is a global startup ecosystem connector, working closely with governments, corporates, investors, and competition organizers, including the TERA-Award. Over the years, we've supported startups through hundreds of competitions, innovation programs, grants, and corporate POCs across energy, materials, AI, biotech, and advanced manufacturing, and so on. This gives us a behind-the-scenes view. One thing has become very clear to us: climate change and energy transition are no longer abstract challenges. They are creating urgent, real-world problems that demand practical, technology-driven solutions. And this is exactly where the TERA-Award is different. At its core, it is designed to find innovators who are genuinely solving energy and climate challenges and to support them in turning those solutions into something deployable, scalable, and impactful, with a strong sense of social responsibility beyond simply rewarding innovation. So instead of walking through the program details, which the TERA team will do far better than I can, I'd like to share a few practical observations that may help you think more strategically about this opportunity. First, let's talk about the price. A $1 million price absolutely matters. At this stage, capital like this can extend runway, support pilots, and de-risk early commercialization. But what we've seen again and again is that the competitions that truly change a startup's trajectory are the ones where prize money comes together with positioning. The strongest programs don't just reward winners. They put startups in front of the right industry players, create real-world testing opportunities, and shorten the path from prototype to deployment. That's why we believe the TERA-Award stands out. It is not just about winning, it is about being seen, being tested, and being connected inside a serious industrial energy ecosystem. In fact, many alumni we have worked with didn't win the top prize, but still walked away with strategic partners, pilots, and investor conversations that would have been impossible otherwise. So I'd really encourage you to think of the TERA Award not only as a prize, but as a platform. The second thing we notice very often is that energy startups are evaluated very differently from software startups, and many founders underestimate this. Applications often fail not because the technology is weak, but because it's framed with the wrong assumptions. In energy and climate tech, judges care deeply about engineering credibility. Timelines may be longer, but assumptions must be realistic. And industrial fit matters just as much as innovation. What strong programs like the TERA-Award look for is not perfection. They are looking for clarity, a clear problem, a credible technical pathway, and realistic understanding of scale, cost, and deployment. In our experience, startups that communicate clarity almost always outperform those that only communicate ambition. And finally, one very honest observation from me. The difference between startups that advance and those that don't is often not the technology itself. It's how clearly the story is told, whether the application matches what the competition is looking for, and whether founders understand who is reading it and why. And I will say this very directly. Great startups get rejected every year, not because they are weak, but because they are unclear. Let's be honest, energy innovation is entering a commercialization critical phase. Corporates are no longer just exploring, they are deploying. And founders need platforms that genuinely bridge innovation with industry. TERA-Award does exactly that. Our role as Startup Links is to help make sure the right startups enter the room and that they are prepared, informed, and strategic about how they engage. So, tonight or this afternoon or this morning, I encourage you to ask questions, listen carefully to the alumni experience, and think beyond, should I apply, to how can this opportunity move my startup forward? With that, I will hand it over to the TERA-Award team to walk you through the program. Thank you, and I'm really looking forward to the discussion ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Carol. So, hi everybody. So, I have a very short introduction first. I'm Wayne. I'm from the TERA-Award team, and so happy to meet you guys today. And of course, maybe it's like a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from our side from Hong Kong. So, before all the thing happens, so I will prepare a really short introduction about TERA-Award and help you guys to know more about what it is, because I think more of you guys maybe it's your first time to hear about TERA-Award, or maybe you saw some of the photo or video before from the global energy world. So I have a really short presentation today, and thank you for you guys to listening. So I think of in the chat room is one of the member in the smart energy world. So I think climate change for you guys is not like a new things. I think it's really close to us. It is not definitely not a future risk. It's a real reality for us. Like from the news, from the everything is talking about the climate change right now. And I think all of us know the world actually already opposing to the 1.5-degree warning, and everybody is very worried about it as well. So, and that is one of the reasons why TERA-Award is coming here. So I have a little bit more introductions. Interested about TERA-Award. So we believe that because all the energy and the new energy solutions, we have a really three core challenge for all of you. First, you have a really long R&D cycle. All of our staff is not taking 1 year, 2 years to get a solution done or get a successful. Maybe we would take more than 5 years or 10 years to get our solution go to the bro. And also it's bring up to a really high cost and high capital. You have to using in all the researching. And of course, and the last one more thing is it's really hard to farm the real world deployment to like try to see how it's work for your solution. So that is why TERA-Award coming in the world. Actually, TERA-Award is starting from 2021. This year is our fifth editions. We're founded by our chairman, Dr. Peter Lee. So our TERA-Award is from Hong Kong. And in case I know today all of you guys from all around the world. Just a very short introducing our chairman, Dr. Peter Lee. We're backing up by a really Hong Kong-based wealth family with a different kind of business, including energy, property, and different kind of huge investment around the world as well. So based on we have a really good background. So we believe that we want to do something good and something well. So we would like to team up all of the investor, all the researcher, innovator. We believe that all the scientists, engineering, entrepreneurs, and you guys is the brain, and we are just the muscle. We will help you guys to grow up and speed up all the research procedures and help you bring the better solution to help the world going better in the futures. So actually, TERA-Award, as we say, we are competitions, but actually we are not only a competitions. Actually, we are a global innovation hub. So we are so happy to share with you guys from last edition. Actually, we get a quite good results, and we get the 785 applications from last year from all around the world. And we hopefully you guys will be one of the applicants from this year and join our committee. So now we have over 1,700 alumni. We will cross hand together and empower each other to bring your solution grow faster in the futures. So what we say, why we're not only the competitions, actually we're a global innovation hub. TERA-Award is backing up by different stakeholders. First, very important is the energy ecosystem partner. Towngas from Hong Kong is one of our key energy partner, and they have over 160 years history with a really good network in Asia. And also we're supporting by the Fusion Capital, which is also formed by Dr. Peter Lee. We have a lot, we only focus on the climate tech company and investment. And also we have a really good connection with different kind of investor, include the Brain Capital, HKIC, and also Carrigan as well. And so we will help to link up with a huge investor database and help all this valuable startup to scale up. And also we have a different kind of unicorn, and I will talk about it later on and how we can help them to from 0 to 1 and bring them to see to the world. And of course, from this competition, we have supporting for a very good reputation judging panel from the international university from around the world. So what I think all you guys will more attractive yourself is how you can get opportunity to deploy your solutions. So actually our opportunities is not only for the awardee. So our database is open for all the applicants with good solutions. So I will introduce one of our energy partner Towngas. So Towngas actually is a energy company. We have over 90% of market share in Hong Kong and also 8% in China as well. So we cover different kind of the energy, include the hydrogens, the solar panel, also green fields and energy storage. So it's covered quite different kind of the sector to help, and they're really willing to help all the energy solution to have a pilot opportunity. And also what we mentioned before for the investment opportunity. So we are supporting by the Fruition Capital. Our Fruition Capital is very special and is only focused on the climate tech, and also will fulfill the gap from the 0 to 1 and incubations, the startup to go. So you can see for the left-hand side, actually we have like few of the startup is like the past winner from the TERA-Award, and we will help them to do the like raising the fund, and also help give them mentoring, and also give them a lot of advice to avoid all the trap from the energy realm. So upcoming, I will like talk a little bit more because Fusion Capital have been raising for the capital over US 2 billion, and also create for the total value for US 6 billion. So we have like a few startup is, I think you guys may heard about that before. So one is the EcoCyrus. EcoCyrus is the second large SAF company, and actually is incubated by Fusion Capital from 0 to 1. We are starting it up together from the beginning, and now it's already backing up over US 800 million investment. Also, we have been lined up with them for a very valuable partner, include the different kind of airline, like the Hong Kong airline Cathay Pacific, and also the HSBC. So that is how we help the startup to grow up to the world-class level. So for the like competition wise, like I think some of the first impress for you guys to know about TERA maybe is our $1 million cash prize, and I know that is one of the attractive point from joining the competitions, but I think it's like what the networking and the collection behind the competition is more valuable thing for you. So for our competition, actually, we focus on 6 sectors. So of course, for the new generation energy, the green fuels and hydrogens, that is a more like a popular energy sector. For this year, we have a new one is AI in energy or energy in AI. So there is more fit the realized world and how the AI to supporting the energy to more efficient, more like helping them to do better solutions. So also for the judging criteria, that is very clear one is we are not only care about the innovation, is we also very care about how your solution can be commercialization in the futures, and we will help for it as well. So it's for the like general requirement, actually we welcome like all the startup and research group to join our competitions. Of course, for the early stage, if you want a commercializations and you also ready to scale up with the industry partner, we welcome for you guys to join, and hopefully you will be the right hand side, you'll be one of the winner for this year. So for if you join the competition this year, you like the timeline is simply like this. So we already kick off for our applications from last week. So to April. So but we still recommend you guys can like submit the application as soon as possible, because our first screening actually will keep going on from February. And also like we will have an internal first screening first, and we will have a first talk. Sorry, it is like, yeah, I think now it's good. Sorry about that. So from our first screening, we will like have a top 50 first, and then from the top 50, we will have a due diligence and the online or physical interview with you guys, and we will choose the filers. And the key point is like from the first submissions, you can have like submit the application in English or Chinese version. We are all adapt on it. But in other language, hopefully you guys can translate a little bit in English. For us, it's more easy to understand your business. But in the final presentations, we will like have a short pitching moment, and definitely you have to do it in English because all our judging is from all around the world in English. It will be more easy for them to adapt, and also including the Q&A sections. And this is not the end of the competition. Actually, it's just the begin. Wherever you're getting in the top 50 or the finalists, we also welcome you to join in our community. So backing up for our community, we have like different kind of a networking event around the world. And every event will link up with different kind of local investor, international investor, and also the government, and also different kind of energy partner around the world. So we welcome you guys to have a business matching if you have any investing like a purpose, and we will happy to help with it. So for the more practical is this last slide from my side. So as I say, our application already now open for application. You can easily to scan the QR code on the left hand side, and it is directly go inside in our official website, the www.TERA-Award.com. So you just simply we didn't have require for a really long application form. It definitely you just take like 20 minutes to finish it. So you just have to prepare three things. First is the business proposal in PDF format. So please try to like limit it under the 20 map. And also if you have like a corporate video, you can just simply like insert the like YouTube link or like different kind of online link inside your like proposal. We will it inside it. And also if you have your company logo in JPEG, and you can just put it inside. So we try many times for testing is to just take 50 or 20 minutes. I definitely you have a really good business proposal on hand already. So this is our sharing today, and we're also open for the Q&A section in the last, and also we have like tips from you guys. So we have TERA-Award also like founded with our chief judge, like Professor Choi. He is like from the Stanford University. So we have like 1 minute tips from him. So you guys can take a look and see how any tips from him to win the competitions.
Wonderful. And one more.
TERA-Award is probably the best award in the world in the energy space. I love to encourage all the entrepreneurs in this space to apply for the competitions and make your company known to the whole world. For all the applicants to TERA-Award, I will encourage people to think about the product market fit, what are the barriers towards scaling, and also to demonstrate their teams of execution. The founders needs to be really resilient, really needs to be open-minded. What's the entrepreneurship? That is utilize, go find all the resources available to really build a company.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing that video, Carol, and thank you so much for your presentation, Wing. We so appreciate it. And the TERA Awards is like none other, especially in the energy space. So with that, we want to open up to the audience a time for questions. We want to give you the opportunity to ask any question that you have for the organizing committee This is your chance. So go ahead and type your questions into the chat. Please do not jump on the mic unless you're called on. This is your opportunity to just reach out and ask questions. So go ahead and type into the chat. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. We're glad to have you, and we are so excited to see what you have to share. So go ahead and type whatever it is that you want to ask that you think is relevant to the group, and we're looking forward to see what you have. You can also, I apologize, you can also raise your hand to indicate if you have questions as well, and then when you're called on, we'll be able to put you on the mic. So go ahead and raise your hand or type into the chat whatever questions you might have. We're looking forward to hearing from you. And don't be shy. This is your chance. By the way, you want to stand out, right? This is a good chance to stand out, especially step one. So this is your opportunity. I always take every opportunity I get to speak. Every time I'm told I can have a chance to turn on the mic and ask anything, I am on it. So I highly encourage you guys, go ahead and raise your hands. If you have any questions, this is your time. If you are in a nighttime zone, time to wake up and time to ask. So go ahead and throw your questions in. MS, thank you for being here. MS, I'll go ahead and ask you to unmute and go ahead and ask whatever question you'd like for the committee.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. Just a very short question. It seems like you have a very strong tech focus, looking for hard science, innovations, IP. And I feel, like there's a lot of progress that can be made by just combining puzzle pieces differently. So we're mostly a business innovation where we give consumers access to utility scale assets. So it's more software development, things like that. Is that outside of your scope? Because looking at the slides, it seems like it's still okay, but not the core focus, especially looking at the jury that has a hard tech science background.
Yeah, so thank you for your questions, and thank you to be the first one to be asking questions, because it's always not easy. And so you can see we have like 6 technology focus. Actually, like what I point out is just a big topic. Actually, behind it is have like a long list for each technology focus. So what I recommend you guys, so it is, I think it will be maybe a little boring to voice out every task. So what we're looking for is more looking for something new and it's not happened in the world before. That is, to be honest, what in my mind. So what you can do, I will welcome all of you guys just apply first, and we will do a really clear review for every proposal and see if it fit for the competition. So if it's just take like 10 or 15 minutes to get chance for our like professional to review your proposal, I think it's a good chance. Whatever your doubts is fit your category or not, or is fit this competition or not, we can help you to judge it. Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Maybe
Thank you.
I can also give you a little bit color on these questions. For the technology, I think there's no single technology can resolve all the energy problem and all scenarios. So in your business proposal, please give more details on what acute problem that your technology can stand out from the existing other technology solutions. Maybe a very specific part of the whole energy system, or maybe a concept that resolve a big problem with a totally groundbreaking new technology concept. But your technology should be should be very clear, crystal clear about what technology grant, and with all the concept and also the patents that behind, so that we can have our judge panel to evaluate the technology innovations and also how mature the technology it is. But about the commercialization part, you need to highlight the market potential and also how feasible of your technology can adopt to the energy world today, or maybe to integrate with other technology in the world. So when she just mentions 6 technology domains, maybe you are the best one to consider whether the technology you submitted in your proposal belongs to which domain. But for us, no matter what domains the 6, or maybe your technology cover 2 of them, is not the key point. The key point is how your technology combined with the other solutions or maybe standalone solutions can help the world to do a commercial, but also a innovative and also feasible solution to transform the energy world.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for that incredible answer. And we're going to go ahead and move on to Hafsa. Hafsa, if you'd like to turn on your camera and ask your question, or if you're unable to turn on your camera, turn on your mic. We would love to have you share.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone from Nigeria. So as regards the response I got from the last question, that you're looking for solutions that are very innovative and has not happened anywhere in the world before. But let's assume that a particular solution has been implemented in another part of the world, but here in Africa, probably it's not applicable to Africans to help solve their problems. And the solution we have here in Africa is going to be able to like help solve the problems that we have here in Nigeria. Is that solution still appealing to you, or is it something that we'll need to see how we can scale to make it innovative globally?
Yeah, inverter technology sometimes cannot be applied to all countries or all regions of the world. But your technology should be highlight why the technology is so outstanding against other technologies in the commercial world. How cost or maybe energy efficiency the technology can bring the new concept, to this sector. But more important is the business scenarios. I think you mentioned maybe the application in Africa or maybe in the world. I think there are one common topics in the energy world is sustainability and energy saving. This is something no matter what the technology solutions in the world, we aim very important goal for these competitions is decarbonization. This is one part we'll take into the consideration. But for some specific environment like the temperature, like the particular usage in different countries, you can describe clearly for your technology and your solution so that our judging panel can understand what is the best economics and also the value that your new solution can bring in.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for that incredible answer, Heron. And we're going to go next to Alexander and then Thane. Alexander, go ahead and unmute yourself, and we're looking forward to hear what you have to ask.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear
Yeah,
you.
sure.
My name is Alex. I'm from BeamDance, and we're building a startup in smart building space. Is it a good fit for TERA-Award? I mean, smart
Yes, of
building
course.
industry, not particular
Yeah,
energy.
yeah, of course. It's already very innovative to make this building smart, right? But there are so many aspects or so many, yeah, because buildings is something we everyone have to stay in for residential, commercial, and energy is also a very big part of it. But what areas of the buildings can make it smarter? I think maybe your proposal can name a very good the value that your solution can bring in. But it belongs to which technology sectors. For example, we have the integrated energy systems. So it's something very generic so that you can apply for that technology domain. Or maybe if your smart building solution is related to the energy storage, for example, if you believe that it belongs to more the technology nature is more on the next generation energy, for example, then it belongs to that domain session. Or if your solutions are heavily rely on AI to make the energy efficiency higher, then maybe it's AI times energy. So the category, I think, is more easier for us to assign the relevant expert for us to do the screening. But in general, yeah, we welcome all the technology, the solutions, the innovative ideas that can change the world, make the energy consumption more easier, and go for a greener world, a more decarbonization footprints that we can we can adopt. So I hope I can answer your question. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Aaron. You are an absolute genius, and it's clear why you're here. Thank you for being here. Let's go next to Thayane, and then we'll have one more question following that, and then shift our segment. So, Thayane, do you want to go ahead and unmute yourself? And we would love to have you share. Thayane, I'm so sorry you got lost in the sea of Zoom names and your hand went down, but we would love to have you share if you still do have that question. If I don't hear back from you in the next moment, then we'll pivot to the next question from Carol. And feel free to raise your hand again and we can take your question in a moment.
Wonderful. Thanks, Jeremy. So I'm asking one question coming from Joe Hu on his behalf. So John is asking, will no revenue affect the review score for early stage startups?
Okay, so we welcome all startups with a very clear path for commercialization. We don't want to just have some technology or some ideas that it itself is not sustainable. But we don't have any restrictions on the revenue side. For the time being, if your company has a technology grant and you're ready for commercialize and you see the market, you can explain to us what are the commercial solutions in future, but and also tell us the size of this market. Then it's already a very good value proposition for the energy transformation. And of course, it's a good chance for you to apply for these competitions to accelerate your technology innovations faster with us.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Aaron. Go ahead, Carol.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I hope that answered John's question. If you have further follow-up questions, you are welcome to get in touch with us or TERA-Award team as well after the meeting.
Certainly.
Thank you, Carol. Let's take our last question from Thayane, and then we will transition to some special guests. Thayane, if you can unmute yourself, we would love to have you share your question.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I couldn't unmute before. My name is Tayane. I am with Bixforce from Southern Brazil. And I would like to know about the steps of the program, because as far as I understood, we have like the application phase, the technical evaluation, and then we go like to the final pitch and the prize itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do we have like the steps like for doing a proof of concept or like a pilot implementation inside the program, or those are going to be after we receive the prize and then we can evaluate that? And also, if like these steps are presential, if the costs are all on the startup, or if we have like some kind of refundment or something like that. Thank you.
Okay, very good question. For this competition side, we are now open our applications, and as Wayne just showed you, the application form is very simple. You need to prepare the business proposal, and the business proposal with the good contents to explain the technology, the use, the market size, and also your team and the relevant experience, how you think you can implement the solutions, and also build up your company to provide these solutions to the world. This is for the competition side, and we have a application window. And during this application window, we will start already do our initial screening. And as you see, last year we have over 700 applications, and we will take quite long time with so many our team members and external experts to do all this screening. And if necessary, we will contact you. And especially after the first screening, we'll shortlist to the second stage. a more, the top 50 finalists, and then we will have some due diligence or some further study work on each aspect, including the technology side, patents, and also some business related studies on the solution. So this time, we have already appointed our, industry expert, technology expert, internal and external, and also our Fruition Capital, our investment team, to get in touch with these shortlisted candidates. But then we will have the online presentation because our judges and also the applicants are all from different countries, different regions from the world. So all these presentations will be done online, and it will take a great chance for the company to speak and to pitch and to present their ideas. And at the same time, our energy partners, our research and academia partners, experts in the judging panel will have a better feel of how we can, evaluate the implementations and also the market potential of the company. So this is about the event, and we will have the scoring done by this independent judging panel. For the collaboration side, more important is how we can provide the candidates, or we call them the TERA-Award alumni project startups, with the opportunities to accelerate. It's kind of separate from the competitions. No matter you are a gold medal, gold winner, or maybe you just the finalist, or even we see it's a high potential, but for some reason you are not shortlisted into the final round. If we see a very good potential for us to provide you opportunities, we can feel free to discuss, and we will provide different kinds of resources for of solutions to accelerate. This is a accelerating program after and even we will grow with you, accelerate your technology with you hand in hand. Just like, if 2 years ago we have some alumni, they have the request for fundraising, or maybe they want us to help them to optimize their supply chain, for example, they have requests and we can help. This is about how we do. There's no restrictive windows or timeline for the acceleration part.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Well, with that, we're going to transition for the moment to a different segment where we have some very special guests that we are honored to have here. I'd like to introduce Professor Xavier Moya, CEO of, I hope I say this right, Barakal. We are so glad to have you, Professor Xavier. And we are also here with from my remembrance, you guys are both the TERA Award winner alumni. So we're so glad to have you. We like having winners in the room, and we have one more winner in the room, Guillermo Garcia Miguel, head of product H2 site. We're so glad to have you here, and we have some questions for you guys. We're so interested all around, but on what you do. And so I'm just going to ask a few questions. So with that, in 1 minute each, what does your company do, and what energy or sustainability problem are you solving? And Guillermo or Xavier, whoever jumps on first, go for it.
Can do it if you want. So what we are doing in H2 Site is solving the problem of transporting hydrogen from one part of the world to another one. So when you can create hydrogen, is a great way of storing renewable energy, but that energy needs to go into the place where you're going to need it. And you're going to need to transport it in a different way. You need to convert it to ammonia or other things. And what we're going to do in the end is just creating a very pure hydrogen, and we will always give you 50% more hydrogen than you will create with other technologies. No? So what we are doing is solving the problem of transporting hydrogen all around the world, for creating more market for the renewables.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well done. Your work is remarkable and literally renowned around the world. Thank you, Guillermo. Let's shift to Xavier. Xavier, same question in just a moment. Can you tell us what your company does and what energy or sustainability problem you are solving to make the world a better place?
Well, let me just say, I mean, I'm honored to be here. I mean, we were the world, the world award winners last year, and it's been a fantastic journey, fantastic interaction with all the TERA-Award team. We at Barocal are decarbonizing heating and cooling. It's not widely appreciated, but heating and cooling combined account for nearly 50% of emissions and the energy consumption in the world. And at the moment, we don't have a zero carbon solution. So what we are doing is transforming the technology at the core and replacing the gases that we use in vapor compression air conditioning systems or in heat pumps by a solid material that changes temperature, and then build a technology around this invention to deliver zero carbon cooling and heating technologies. So that's what we do.
Wow. That is absolutely incredible. And we are all thankful. I don't know about y'all right now, but I'm in winter, so I'm thankful that you're making the world a better place, keeping us warm, and not destroying the ozone layer at the same time. Thank you. Our children appreciate you. Well, what motivated you? I'll start with Guillermo. What motivated you to apply to the Terra Awards? You have to have quite a lot of confidence to think you can win a $1 million prize. And clearly, you pulled it off. So what motivated you to do that? And then what were you hoping to gain at the time from joining?
Yeah, I mean, what was a really good surprise to me is that the whole TERA-Award process is really professional. So it actually it doesn't matter what at your stage in your company. So it helps you build up on what is your narrative, build your story, and actually go to the goal. So that is something that I learned through the process, but I'm quite happy that we went through it. And that is one of the main part that impressed me in the beginning. But then is the impact that you have in TERA-Award. No? So we apply to as many of us probably in this room, apply to many awards in many places, but you don't see people looking after this type of baby with so much care. No? So we are really happy that the impact that it has also help us opening new doors in other places. And especially for a company like us, that we are based in Europe, but we have a huge intentions of going to Asia. Having a partner or someone that can go with you in opening doors in there was a huge opportunity for us. So that was the third point.
That's incredible. Yeah, that is a life-changing victory. Congratulations again. And I'm going to shift it over to Xavier. Xavier, what inspired you? Why? Why did you apply to the Terra Awards? And what did you think would be the outcome of applying?
Yeah, so I guess when we applied to the Terra Award, at the moment, our technology was scientifically validated, but we were in the process of transitioning towards industrialization and market relevance. So what attracted us to the Terra Award, and it's something that already has been said in this meeting, is that it's not just the price, right? I mean the funding is fantastic and it's transformative, but it's not just the funding. Is the connections that you get, is the advice and advice and connections to real energy players, very relevant, that can help you with real deployment challenges. So that was what motivated us to apply. And at the time, I guess we were looking primarily for credibility with industrial energy stakeholders, visibility as well, because I mean, we are now in the process of growing, but at the time the company was relatively small. And we also wanted to basically boost the scale up of the technology in the company. And I mean, since the moment we got the award, I can tell you that the TERA Award team has been really supportive and is helping us achieving all these things.
Very glad to hear that. And I'm so happy for you that your company's taking off and that the Terra Awards were a key part of that. Um, if you're listening, I'm telling you guys, this is the place to be. This is what you want to go after. Take the risk, go all in, and see how the outcome comes. Well, going back to Guillermo, during the Terra Award journey, what stood out compared to other innovation programs and competitors that you've experienced?
Yeah, so the main thing is the implication of the team. No? So you see how they go every time back to you, asking new questions, intelligent questions, no? That helps you also build on your phrasing of what you really are doing. And that is one of the things that you see as the main difference, but then you have the impact. No? So 1 million is huge, but also it's not just the 1 million, no? It's the ceremony, all the LinkedIn interaction, how the team is also connecting you with other people, other companies, etc. So that is huge and is completely different to other awards, definitely.
Absolutely. That network might be worth more than $1 million alone, just having them on your side. That's incredible. Well, Xavier, same question for you. What about, or during the TERA Award journey, what stood out that made the TERA Awards so unique, so special compared to other programs?
I mean, I'm going to repeat a bit. It's really a team. I mean, during the whole process, all the interactions, all the meetings we had, it was very useful. A lot of key feedback, a lot of fun too. I mean, the team is I mean, it's a fantastic group of people. I mean, I had the pleasure to meet Dr. Peter Lee in Cambridge last summer, and we had a very, very good discussion together before the ceremony. All the interactions with the whole team, with Wing, with Rolly, with Vinny, with Jason, with Heron. I mean, every interaction has been always super positive and really good. So I will say this really makes a huge difference for the award, because other awards sometimes it's just you apply and then it's a bit like a not very clear process, and then you may be selected or not, and then you get the prize and that's it. This is really a community thing. I mean, you actually talk to the previous winners from previous years, which I met in July at the ceremony here in Cambridge, and everyone tell you the same. So that tells something very significant about the TERA Award people and the people behind this competition. So yeah, my advice to everyone in the room is just apply. I mean, yeah, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic opportunity. No matter how far you make it into the process, it's a fantastic opportunity for everyone, really.
Absolutely. Absolutely life-changing. And Guillermo, going back to you, after participating in the TERA Awards, what changed the most for your country in terms of partnerships, technology, market access, or credibility? What was the biggest thing that changed, and maybe some other things that changed that you didn't expect?
The main thing was the visibility to the new market in Asia for us. No? So it was something completely out of our capabilities to discover and to understand what is it like and how to penetrate it. But with the help of the whole team and Towngas, etc., it is a huge platform to deploy in there. No? So suddenly our market doubled, no? Since we spoke to TERA.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. That is huge. Xavier, what about you? After participating in the TERA Award, what changed the most for your company in terms of partnerships, technology, market access, or credibility?
So yeah, so may I give you one more abstract thing and then one more concrete example. I
Sure.
think for us, really, so we were a very small startup like a couple of years ago. Now we are a credible player in next generation cooling, right? We are not just seen as another spin out, and the TERA Award has been key for that kind of change in visibility. The other thing is practical example. I mean, before the TERA Award, the lab actually was in a shipping container. Now we have a 2-floor, 1,000 square meter office space with a lot of labs. So it's been also, I mean, we have put the funding to very good use. I mean, we have improved the facilities. We have run the team very significantly since the last July. So it's both things that are very tangible, right? Changes, and then things that are not so tangible, which is credibility, is stamp quality control, really, by experts in the field. The panel, I mean, it's been mentioned already, but the panel that looks at the applications is a top. It's like wall expert kind of panel, and just interacting with them, knowing that they actually are behind you and supporting you, that means a lot for spin outs and startups.
That's absolutely amazing. Wow. It sounds like you have a really beautiful office as well. That is a nice perk all around. I think anybody in the room would appreciate having that also.
Yeah,
Well,
the
going back
TERA-Award, yeah, the TERA-Award people need to come and visit because they saw the previous office. They haven't seen the new one, so they need to come and see it real life.
that is absolutely incredible. Well, congratulations. And Guillermo, briefly, how does your technology contribute to decarbonization or energy efficiency in a way that existing solutions cannot?
Yes, so it's renewables is the way to go for the energy in the world. No? So we cannot decarbonize without having renewables more and more in the mix of the whole world. No? But the reality is that you cannot produce renewables everywhere. No? So you will have places in the desert in Africa where you will have huge potential for renewables, but it will be impossible to connect it with a cable to a huge industrial cities, no, in other parts of Europe or Asia, etc. No, what you can do is produce hydrogen, and that hydrogen will be transported to these places. No, and those economics are really challenging. No? So the price of transporting that hydrogen from one part of the world to another could increase the price of the hydrogen 2 to 4 times. And that is simply, not economic. But what you can do is actually having other technologies to transport that hydrogen and separate that hydrogen in the end, because you will not require hydrogen. What we do is enabling that type of transportation, so you will have more hydrogen at a cheaper price at the places where you're going to need it. So you are effectively transporting renewable energy to one place of the world to another that requires in more intensity.
That is absolutely remarkable. Wow, well done. Your work is truly innovative and profound and having a ginormous impact around the world. Xavier, shifting over to you, how does your technology contribute to decarbonization or energy efficiency in a way that existing solutions cannot?
Yeah, so as I said at the beginning, so heating and cooling combined is 50% of the emissions, right? If you look at that number, one third of that 50% is coming from the leakage of the gas refrigerants itself. The two thirds are coming from the low energy efficiency that we have. So what we are doing is introducing a solid refrigerant, so we can basically cut already one third of the emissions straight away, and then improving the energy efficiency of our system, so we can also reduce the other contribution. And I think it's a very key area to decarbonize, because for electrification of other things, transportation, storage, we have been making a lot of progress in the last 20 years. Heating and cooling is still something that needs to be solved. And just to give you an idea, if we can decarbonize heating and cooling by tomorrow, we actually go back to the 1.5 degree projection straight away, because that will basically cut all the emissions that we should not be releasing. So it's a very timely problem to solve. It's hard. I mean, it's not easy to do, but yeah, we are contributing towards decarbonizing heating and cooling, and hopefully making a meaningful impact.
Sounds like you are. Well done. Well, shifting back to Guillermo for the last question, and I'll give it to you in a moment as well, Xavier. For founders listening today, who should seriously consider applying for this year's TERA Award and why?
So the first thing is that if you're in this meeting, you probably already have it. No? So that thing that is already changing something, and it is probably hidden, no, in what is your speech, but you need to realize what is your true impact on and why your startup is going to be impactful in the world. No? So just giving it a thought and going through the process of TERA is going to help you changing or shifting that message, so you can be more effective. No? So anyone in here should apply to it, but also you will have other friends that have other startups, no? So it will be the community, and you can communicate to them, no? It's going to be helpful for everyone. So I will just recommend it to everyone in here.
That's absolutely invaluable. And as a brander, as someone that works in that field all the time, I can attest that that is invaluable, knowing how to present your message well. Xavier, I want to shift the same question to you. So, of the people listening today, these incredible founders, geniuses that are about to change the world, why, like, who and why should apply to the TERA Awards?
Right. So I mean, I will keep it short. I think if you are building something that could generally move the needle on decarbonization, but you need the strategic partners, you need industrial insight, you need global visibility, the TERA Award is for you.
Absolutely. I think that's very well said. Well, with that, we want to give the audience a chance to respond to you, Xavier and Guillermo. So if you are in the audience and you would like to ask a question, please raise your hand or go ahead and type a question to either Carol Chen or myself, Jeremy Wagner, and go ahead and ask any question that you would like to the alumni. I am going to start off with a question that we ran out of time to ask. Carol, did you have that question? I actually have one as well. I see. I'm not as smart as they are. I can't even count two. I'm like 1, 2. I don't know. Carol, go
Yeah,
for
I
it.
have. Yeah, I have. I guess one I have here, and another one both of us receive as well. But I can read it out for both of them. So yeah, the first question comes from Felix. Yeah, Felix was asking because among the requirements it says be a startup or research group, has to have a patented prototype and a product with commercial potential. So Felix's question is, how stringent is this requirement during the application stage? As we are currently working our IP at the system level rather than on a hardware, software product level, which is more direct, our solution is already at technology readiness level 7. Yeah, so how stringent is this requirement? Has to be a startup or a research group, have a patented prototype or product.
Okay. Maybe let me, can you hear me? Okay. So let me answer these questions in different aspects. So first of all, the design and also the technology grant should be from your company. You have owned the original IP for this technology, and this is your own innovations, not a copycat, not from other companies or other research groups patent. But whether or not the patent is already granted is subject to the stage of your technology. Maybe it's ready for filing or in the applications filing stage. So you need to tell us very clearly about the stage of this IP, or maybe the technology, just like AI. There's no patent to file, but you can explain to us this technology is originally built by yourself, by your team. So second, is it a company or research group? Because we do not, it's very stringent requirements that we do not accept, the application from a individual, from a person. We need a company account just in case you get the winning prize. Just tell you very stringent requirements that the cash prize must be transferred to a company account. So Safer is laughing. So I think his company got the company accounts to receive the money. So this is the reason why we only welcome a startup from a research group or maybe a already company incorporated, so that this entity can apply for the applications. But the applications and technology itself, there are different stage for is how mature the technology it is. We have the standard, so you can go to application stage and do a little bit study and tell us how mature the technology in what commercialization or in what stage, pre-pilot or pilot, or even already get the commercial orders from other customers. So you can explain to us. We can have a very independent and objective judging criteria on this matter. Yeah.
Incredible. And thank you so much for sharing on that, Heron. That makes absolute sense. So I'm going to go ahead and shift to the next question from Brian Nyambura. Brian said, hello there, Brian Nyambura, Maritime Ventures. Please inquire on IP protections in matters patents, especially for startups with only local law protections. Thank you.
Mhm. So I'm not sure whether I understand the questions clearly, but for the IP protections, I just highlight, maybe you can also go to our website with the FAQ explaining how we protect the IP. First, the IP itself, we would not own it, and is still the project's owner, get it? And those IP, sometimes the patent are international or just a particular region countries. Is please explain to us the status and also this kind of IP is patents for which country. We will do the assessment on that. But you
Incredible.
don't need
Thank you.
to give us all, the trade secret and all, the details of the IP because we will, in our due diligence or evaluation stage, we'll come up with some questions to make this evaluation. Thank you.
Absolutely. That makes sense. Well, I'm going to shift it to Carol. Carol has a question that she received.
Yes, I got one more question from Ocean Zhang. So Ocean Zhang was asking, will the organizer provide demonstration scenario support for startups tech commercialization?
Yes, of course. In fact, this is our major objective, not just to run a competitions. Competitions is just a stage for these startups innovation to show it to the world and including to us. And as the organizer, as we explained in the earlier presentations, our role and our goal is to provide to the opportunity. The opportunity means the commercializations, go to market, not even just a pilot or a application scenarios. You need to explain to us what scenarios are the best for the technology. And with us, our energy partners such as Towngas, we have so a big sandbox for us to open for these applications to use. Maybe in Hong Kong, in China, we cover 10% of the gas and other smart energy exposure in China. I think there's a huge opportunities for these startup applications to use. And not just Towngas. We also work with other energy partners so that you can bring your technology to the whole world. For example, last year we have some of our winning startups. We bring them to Japan and have their presentations to some other industry leaders right there. And we can identify the opportunities together. And the next step is what the market needs, what your technology have the best application to use, and then Full Vision Capital and my investment team will identify the opportunities and the sweet spots for fundraising and also supply chain optimization. So this is our approach for post-event acceleration or engagement activities. I think the winners. We have two winning startups. Also can they just share the experience that we work for them for networking, but also other opportunities. This is the beginning for winning or for getting our eyes in the competitions. We will have all these acceleration efforts to work together for years later. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Heron. We appreciate that. And if you do have more questions for Heron or about the TERA Awards in general, then Carol just left a comment in the chat saying, should anyone have more questions after today's call, you're welcome to email us at info@startuplinkx.com. That's info@startuplinkx.com, or the TERA Award team. You can reach out to Wing Lee. So with that, we're going to conclude our question segment, and we are going to go to our group photo and closing. With that, I think everybody is capable, being that you're geniuses in the room, of knowing how to do this part. We need the biggest, brightest smile out of you that you can possibly muster. This is your chance to let those pearly whites shine. Your mother paid a lot of money for braces when you were a child, so time to put it to good use, right? So go ahead and smile bright. And let's take that group photo. All
Yeah,
right.
we need
Go for it.
everyone to turn on your video, please. Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
Look at these incredible faces popping on.
Great.
Wonderful. Okay, thanks for your time. Yeah, nice group
Thank
photos
you.
have been done.
Yeah. So a little bit overrun, but please remember to follow us in the LinkedIn and also submit your application on time. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, everyone.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
everyone.
good day.
Looking forward to receiving your applications.
Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, all the
Yeah.
guests. Thank
Thank you,
you. Thank you
everyone.
for your
Bye-bye.
participation
Thank
today.
you, our
Bye-bye.
alumni. See you
Thank you,
guys.
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye
Have a
Bye-bye.
bye.
beautiful day.